Hi guys, Bill, Mufasajeep. Um, just wanted to start at the board today and give you all the updates. So we put a steering damper in, Bliston. Put it in on Saturday. Then I did a whole bunch of rock lights. So far I spent $134 in rock lights. I still have like six more to put in, but most of the Jeep has its rock lights done. And then I bought some teeth on, but I'll show you. So right now we're at a total of 22 rock lights. What I have left to do is finish the rock lights, a decal, which it goes tomorrow for the decal, and then an alignment sometime here in the near future. But there's other news I wanted to tell you about because Fossil let us down the other day. So the total right now is 5,241. Obviously that's without the decal or the alignment, but that is with the rock lights. Even though I haven't finished them, this is the only time I've ever added something in that I haven't finished, but I'm three-quarters of the way done. I already got wires pre-wired, ready to go for those last bit on the back. I'll add a video in tonight, what it looks like at night with all the rock lights lit up. I'll have to do it with the GoPro because I have it on my phone, and I just have a hard time transitioning that into YouTube with the phone and the GoPro. It's just easier on the GoPro. So I'll show you the Jeep real quick. We got our teeths. And I ended up having to take the Mufasajeep sticker off. It was setting off a thing, and it was annoying me because it wouldn't do it initially. It would like you drive, and then I think maybe after about 25 miles an hour, it would bing and give me a boom, like like something's wrong with the Jeep type sound. And it was just that the crash assist brake would kick in, and it actually said emergency braking once yesterday. I don't know about what that's about, but it was because the decal was blocking. I cut a triangle in the decal this morning, seeing if I just cut a triangle in, if I would still like the way it looked. I love the way that decal looked, but it just doesn't work on this Jeep because of that bougie stuff that this new Jeep has. So, got the teeths on, got a whole bunch of rock lights. I have three down here, one up here, two in each front wheel well, two on the sides, two watermelon lights on the sides as well, and then two in the rear wheel wells. And then also I have three behind the grill, and then one as a license plate light. Instead of using the factory license plate light, I used a rock light. So then it shows amber just like the rest of the stuff on the Jeep. So here's to the bad news. So let's take a look and see how many miles this Jeep has right now. Oh, here's our new steering damper. Forgot to show you guys. So Bliston steering damper, I talked about it last week. Makes it just a little less floaty, a little stiffer. I've used Bliston for a while. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but you know what I'm talking about. I like that it's silver and it matches the silver on the Jeep, and I just like it. It's a good brand, and it just makes the Jeep feel a little tighter, a little more stable, and I think it's a good upgrade. And like I said, I got it for 88 bucks because of the doing the reviews for extreme terrain. So yesterday night we took the Jeep out. A friend had a birthday, and as it sets right now, Jeep has 169 miles. So it probably had 159 yesterday when it did this. We were sitting in a parking lot, all of us were talking, lights were on, all that stuff. And it was us and a bunch of other Jeepers. The Jeep was running, but you should be able to leave a Jeep running, especially when it only has 169 miles on it, for however long you want. It wasn't really extremely hot yesterday, even though it's Florida. It was pretty warm, but it wasn't like, I mean, we've had some really, really hot days here lately. So we were sitting there and we thought, hey, why is the air conditioner dumping so much water? It wasn't the air conditioner. This Jeep overheated with only 159 miles on it. 159 miles. So to say I'm a little upset about it is an understatement, because here it is Sunday. I can't even call them to see, hey, when can I get this in? Pigeon Forge is coming up. I'm afraid I'm going to call tomorrow and they're going to be like, oh, sorry, we were 3 weeks out or 4 weeks out. And then we're into the time after I've kind of busted my butt trying to get this build done. So I'm feeling some kind of way right now about Jeep, that's for sure, because you shouldn't spend, I mean, these things list for almost $60,000, and then 159 miles in, it starts puking up all of its coolant. So it overheated. You can see on the frame here where it puked all the coolant out of the reservoir. So sitting there for about 15-20 minutes, the Jeep overheated, puked all this coolant up, and we wait. Find out tomorrow. I'll call them tomorrow and we'll see what day they can get it in and have it looked at or whatever. I don't think it's anything I did because I didn't mess with the cooling system. I mean, we just did suspension stuff and lighting. Like, none of that messes with any of this. So it's something that wasn't quite right at the factory and they're going to have to fix it. So I'll keep you guys updated as to how this progresses or whatever. Tomorrow we are taking it up to get the decal. It doesn't seem like it wants to overheat as long as you keep the Jeep moving. So tomorrow I'm gonna rip it up to the decal shop, tell them not to leave it running while it's sitting because I don't want it to overheat again, obviously. And we're gonna call the dealership and see what they say. So it's this week's update. I was feeling like I didn't even want to do an update because I feel kind of, I don't know, a little sad about this whole thing because I mean, we've really busted our butts on this thing, and for it to do that last night with as low of miles as it has is just, it's not good. So hopefully it's something simple. Hopefully they can fix it quickly, and hopefully we got 30 days to drive it before we take a big long trip to Tennessee. So that's this week's update. When I get the rest of the rock lights, I'll go ahead and get those installed. But for tonight, I'll probably do a quick video with the GoPro with all the lights that I have so far put on, and we'll see you guys next week.